Hey everyone, welcome to the third Dungeon Delve devlog. In this video I'll be showing the item and stat system I've been working on. In this game, items are bound to the character and only received through this magical chest. Items come in 3 different types: good, mixed and bad. Good items are purely beneficial to the player, mixed items have both good and bad effects, and bad items are detrimental to the player's experience. No matter the type, all items have a scriptable object attached that contains stat effects like so. Some items have special effects that require a script to be attached to the player, which is done by using getType to secure the C# script and adding it as a component. All items have a percentage chance of dropping to add randomness to the user experience and make some item rarer than others. To randomly choose an item to spawn, I use the roll chance variable, which uses random range to choose a value. Since range is exclusive of its max parameter, I have it one higher than it actually needs to be. I then cycle through the item list, adding the true chance of the item to a counter. True chance is calculated by multiplying the item chance to a result of 100 divided by every item chance added together. If the roll is less than the added counter, then this is the item to spawn. Depending on the item, I also remove it from the spawn list. All the stats from the items are tracked through an inventory system which counts up the values. To apply any stats, I have functions which calculate the overall value by adding the base value to the inventory value, and to protect against unexpected behaviour, I also clamp the values like so. Afterwards, the overall value can be used where appropriate, like the run speed stat being applied to the movement vector. To make it easy for the player to keep track of all the items they have received and their effects, I made this menu. In the item tab, each item tile is a button instantiated under a transform with a grid layout group to control positioning and size. The on-click event of the button displays the name of the item, the type, and its description. Over in the stat tab, I display a breakdown of the stats to the player. In red, you have the base value, in green, the value from all the inventory items, and in white, the overall value. That's it for the actual systems. The following section will be a showcase of all the items I've added to the game so far. Starting with the bad items first, ankle weight slows down the player significantly. Colourblind is self-explanatory and slightly reduces the player's max health. The splinter item reduces the player's max health. Onto the mixed effect items. Beer increases the player's stamina, however it creates a shaky effect in the camera. Meat sweats slows the player down whilst increasing stamina. Mushrooms increase the player's health, but create this colourful distortion on screen. And lastly, we have the good items. Can of Beans increases player's health and stamina with the side effect of the occasional fart, which damages nearby enemies. And Dead Man's Armour, which significantly increases the player's armour value. Then there's also these generic potions that can add to or take away from the player's stats. For example, the Health Up potion adds 5 max health to the player. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for items that would fit in with this style, please leave it in the comments and I'll see about adding them to the game. Over the next week I'm going to start adding more weapons into the game, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.